Hello, everyone. Todd Romero alongside my partner, Ryan Harris. He of Super Bowl 50 fame, and I love the ring. It goes well with the ensemble.
Thanks a lot, Todd. It never gets old. I'm happy to be here tonight.
Hey, high school football, I know you played it. You loved it. It's a great time.
It's the best. This is when these young guys are having the most fun. They're playing for each other, and they're playing for their schools. It's going to be a great night.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, great nights, how about great quarterbacks? Valor has a pair of them. Luke McCaffrey on your left and Blake Stenstrom on your right. They're tremendous. Both their fathers played for the Stanford Cardinal.
And you can tell in the way they play the game. Blake Stenstrom has phenomenal presence in the pocket, great downfield range, everything you look for in a quarterback. And then, of course, Luke McCaffrey, the youngest of football in Colorado. He can both run and pass the ball, so look for them both to have a big night tonight.
Absolutely. On the other side, perhaps the best athlete in the state of Colorado, reminds me of Christian McCaffrey. That is Max Borghi. Big done.
He can get it done a lot of ways. 5 touchdowns last week. He runs, he jumps over people, and oh, by the way, he can catch the ball too. Max Borghi is the reason Pomona will win this game if they in fact do.
Borghi committed to Washington State. Well, now Borghi's not the only threat, because you think, hey, maybe if you stop Borghi, you win. No, quarterback Ryan Marcus has already thrown for 790 yards so far this season. He can survey the field.
Absolutely, and he's got a lot of targets. David Ross being one of them. You're going to see him tonight. But Ryan Marcus is fantastic in the pocket, knows when he has enough time to make a throw, knows when he has to get rid of it. I like a lot about Ryan's game.
There's going to be a lot riding on this football game. Ryan, you know, when you have a rivalry and one's been built with these two teams, 2 of the 3 games have been ultra close. One of the state championships came down to the final minutes. Anytime you can play in a game like this, the adrenaline just comes up a little bit more.
Absolutely, and Max Borghi, make no doubt, he has a score to settle, and he'll look to do that tonight against the Valor Eagles.
I look for a lot of points in this one, both from Valor and from Pomona. Could be a high-scoring football game. Both coaches extremely great job of getting their teams in great positions. We'll have kickoff between Valor and Pomona your way next. Welcome back to the NAC. Valor Eagles take it 63 yards, 5 plays, 2 minutes, 28 seconds, an 11-yard TD strike from Stenstrom to Keefe. Caden Keefe stepping up and playing a big role in this game. And now it's 10-0, and it's now time for Pomona to answer. And by watching this team over the past few years, this is about the time they will answer. Let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah, if I'm Jay Madden, I'm giving Max Borghi the ball 3 times in a row. Let them know where the ball's going. Beat them anyways.
Borghi almost had an opportunity, but it was deep enough. And in high school football, if you're in the end zone and receive the kick, the ball comes out to the 20-yard line.
Borghi heading to the sideline right here. I'm not sure why you don't want the best playmaker on your team in the huddle, but we'll see what happens here. Jay Madden does know how to win football games here in Colorado.
Well, I think what they may be going is 5 wide receiver set, because I've seen them do it earlier in the season. They got 4 out now. Got Robinson in the background. Marcus gonna go deep, got a receiver, and right on the money. Jay Madden dials up the bomb, and what a tremendous catch. Billy Pospisil. These two love to hook up. They do it again.
Absolutely. Let's not play games. Look at Billy Pospisil getting wide open. Ryan Marcus surveying the field, selling that handoff to get people up, and all of a sudden there's Billy Pospisil behind the safety making a run. Almost got away from that tackle too. Could have been a nice 80, 75-yard touchdown strike.
You couldn't have walked up the ball in his hands any better than that. Unbelievable. Robinson still in the backfield. He takes the handoff inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Again, Borghi got a big workload last week against Ralston Valley, and maybe just because it's his 3rd game back, they're rotating a little bit. I mean, Robinson's got 400 yards so far this year.
And Robinson playing really well. A little undersized, but still a fantastic player. Trevor Zalagi right there with the tackle. He's having a fantastic game as well.
Robinson, 2-time state champion wrestler. Trips to the bottom of your screen, single receiver set. Pomona with their best threat of the night. Play action, Ryan Marcus whistles this one across the middle. The coverage is there, flag is coming out. They're gonna call this on Jaden Watson, pass interference.
It's a good call too. He held down Rylan Govin right there when he went up for the pass. Great strike by Ryan Marcus, and it's a good drive right here for the Pomona Panthers.
Yeah, Riley Govin with the Govan, that is.
Look at Ryan Marcus delivering a throw, and if Riley Govan could have made that jump without interference, he would have caught in that football. You got to call that if you're the referees on Jaden Watson. What a drive by Pomona. This is exactly the type of drive you need to have if you're the Pomona Panthers. Down 10 points in the second quarter, making plays left and right through the air through your second best player on the team, Ryan Marcus.
And how about that? You had Josiah Davis on the coverage, so you have some of your offensive starters playing on defense. That's how big this game is.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Marcus in the shotgun. Told you he can do it all, throwing the football, does it again to receiver falling down. This time cannot hold on to it. That's the slot, Riley Govan. Again, he was falling down, looked like he lost his footing a little bit, Ryan.
Yeah, great strike by Ryan Marcus again. You know, this is now the 4th pass in this series. Maybe look for a run here from the Pomona Panthers.
People that know Pomona football, that have been in Colorado for a long time and now see this offense go, huh? Because this team pounded the rock. That's what they did. Play action across the middle. This one just a little too tall on 2nd and 10.
Valor bringing the blitz right there, putting the pressure on Ryan Marcus, and a good call by Rod Sherman, head coach of the Valor Christian. Making sure that if Ryan Marcus is going to throw the ball, he's going to do so under pressure. And you see what happens. The ball comes out a little early and a little high, and you have an incompletion.
Well, and when you have send so many receivers out, Ryan, you're going to have less people to protect. The hit's got to be quick. 3rd down, 10 yards to go.
Blitz coming again. Changing the play because of it.
Pomona 0 of 3 on 3rd down so far this game. Looking to cash in. They're going to have to do it. Bad snap on this one, and it'll take him out of field goal range. But how about Marcus picks it up on the run all the way back to the 33-yard line. Huge mistake by Pomona there when you got to get points.
Yeah, they had the play they wanted dialed up, and you see Drew Johnson just snap the ball a little high, moving to pick up that blitzer. And there's Ryan Marcus trying to make a play after picking up the ball, but thank goodness he fell on it, and they didn't have any more damage happen. Pomona's really behind the 8 ball right now, Todd.
Well, you saw Valor's defensive line moving, it made the center nervous, I think, Ryan.
Yeah, you had to
made
pick up
him
the
nervous.
blitzer.
He saw what happened.
At least now, if you're Pomona, you get to punt the football and pin the Valor Christian offense.
Borghi with a great punt, but you're just in the end zone. You got to know where you're at on the field. You got to bat that back in.
Yeah, play a little tip ball. What a turn of events right there. Pomona making a drive having the drive they needed in this football game, only to have a mistake on the snap, setting them back, coming off with no points on that drive.
Tyler Arnold in that situation has got to try to get that ball at the 1-yard line, tap it back in. All right, Valor quick line, not wasting the time huddling up. They had the play called on the sideline. Here's Mo. Stenstrom back in at quarterback. Here's Davis. Davis breaking a tackle into the open. Look out to the 40, 50, and you can forget about it. See ya. He's cruising. Gone.
Unbelievable play by Valor Christian. Taking a commanding lead in the second quarter.
80 yards. Josiah Davis already offered by the University of Colorado. I'll tell you what, the Rams in attendance and Washington in attendance may want to take a look at this kid as well.
Yeah, right tackle Jackson Eagle walled off the defender, creating the hole for Josiah Davis to go through. And then Josiah Davis turning on the Jets. Mateo Crespin was in pursuit, but couldn't catch the speedster Josiah Davis.
The last two offensive snaps are kind of a synopsis of this game. Pomona's in position to get some points in this game. You make it 10-3, 10-7, whatever the case may be. You have a bad snap. The great teams take advantage. The next offensive snap, what do? They break one off for 80 yards.
Yeah, and I mentioned Jackson Ortiz there, as well as Stephon Sherman, but you know, Peyton Rose and Preston Rose both have been offered by School of Mines. Head coach Rod Sherman talking about that being the strength of their team. That offensive line is all seniors. They can play very, very well together because of all their experience.
All right, the Inside Out Coaching Initiative, sponsored by the NFL, the Broncos, and CHSAA, is changing the future of high school sports. Inside Out Coaching focuses on our communities, coaches, parents, and players on the purpose of education-based athletics. The goal in sports may be winning, but the purpose of the team and program is much, much more. Ask your school and ask your coach about its program's purpose today. All right, it's 17-0. 9 rushes, 111 yards, and a touchdown. There's 5:37 left. This game is not over, I'm telling you. Pomona's got a lot more than they've shown. Borghi's going to receive this again in the end zone, and again, they will start from the 20-yard line. The last time out, Marcus with the strike to Pospisil. A great pass, but they come up empty.
And Max Borghi was out all of that last drive for Pomona, so let's see if he stays in.
All right, Pomona needs something going here. Got to get some kind of score before halftime. The Valor defense has done a tremendous job so far with this explosive Pomona offense. You see how they've got the field spread. Just in the shotgun. This might be too much time. Or a legal procedure.
Yeah,
It's just
like
not like
start.
Pomona.
Mistakes in big games will cost you, Todd. And it's tough. When you're down 17-0, it's tough to stay focused and believe that you're in the game.
False start on the offense. Number remains first down.
Didn't see the number it cut out, but they're chomping at the bit to get back in this thing, Ryan, and it's causing them to make mistakes. Marcus, quick little flare, and that one's going to be guarded quickly. Bubba Tebow on the tackle there. So with a 17-0 lead, it's a little easier to play defense.
Yeah, great job by Ryan Marcus, though, getting the ball out of his hands, delivering it to David Ross right there. But great job by the Valor Christian defense, number 26, having that tackle. Chase Lopez creating a name for himself early on.
Marcus going to take it himself. He's got some room. He's got some blockers. Up over the 30. Now to the 35-40. Run out of bounds by McCaffrey at the 42-yard line.
Great.
That's the kind of speed he has.
Absolutely, and great job by Ryan Marcus right here. Not only pulling the ball down and making a run for it, but then using his blockers. Finding number 10. Find David Ross right there. Using him and getting out of bounds. You don't want your quarterback taking shots, especially after he's already gotten a first down.
Watch him switch the ball over to the other side. Not many ball carriers do that anymore. Did a great job as a quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Ryan Marcus. Again, in the shotgun. Gonna go play action, and he's gonna go up top, got a receiver, and he's gonna come down with it. Pospisil again at the 25-yard line. This guy's got 3 catches, gotta be close to 100 yards.
A great job again, starts up front with that offensive line. Ryan Marcus delivering a strike again to Ryan Pospisil, Billy Pospisil right there. He's having a big game, but let's see if Pomona can translate this to points. That's been the issue so far, Todd. They have to translate this progress and success into points.
Pospisil on the reception again. He's had some nice grabs on the evening again. Everybody spread out. Marcus, quick pass. That was dangerous. Valor read that all the way, and it was Jaden Watson on the coverage.
And here it is again. Pomona gets down low, has a chance to score, and there Ryan Marcus looking the entire time at Billy Pospisil, giving the defense the opportunity to come up and make the play.
See, I thought there would have been a great time for a draw play. You kind of got him out, you've got him moving around. Now you got a 2nd down, 13 yards to go. There's the handoff to Borghi, and he's going to be taken out, and now they've gone back another 6 yards. And a great tackle, 36 on the tackle, MJ Allen. He leads the team in sacks. He's just 5'8", 200 pounds.
And 36, Peyton Polson having a great tackle there as well. Tackling big Max Borghi is tough to do, but he did it right there, helping the Valor Eagle Christians get to third down.
Going deep. This one's going to be underthrown, but again, boy, Ryan, it's almost like a blueprint. You talked about it. They got to the 23-yard line, and you said, Todd, the problem is here, you got to do something with it. They went back 9 yards.
Yeah, and now they're punting the ball again after 2 great drives. So this is really becoming the issue for Pomona. Can they finish drives? And being able to finish drives in big games, that'll determine if you win or lose.
Jay Madden's going to call a timeout here. Max Borghi's your punter, so you always have to watch out for that. But when you look at total yardage and the ability to pass the football like Pomona has done, they put themselves in position to score those points. When you come up empty, that really hurts.
Yeah, and you see Jay Madden letting Ryan Marcus know right now how frustrated he is. I think also they missed a player there on the punt personnel. So not only are there problems finishing drives, but there's just problems being on the field at the right time. And that's the kind of thing that drives a head coach nuts.
Well, time now to take a look at Pomona's upcoming schedule presented by Taco Bell. They've already had a tough schedule, beating Mullen, Fountain, Fort Carlson, Ralston Valley. They got Rockhurst next week, Rock Canyon, Hinckley, Mountain Vista, Chaparral, and Cherokee Trail. So what these teams do, they load up in the preseason, Ryan, because the meat of the schedule, who they see later on, they early.
Absolutely, and it's not going to get any easier for them. And also, these two teams are probably going to meet each other in the playoffs as they have the last 2 years. So you do want to win this game, but you also have a shot at redemption for whoever loses later on in the season.
Well, ball's at the 30, and it caused a timeout because Pomona lined up as to go for it on a 4th down and 20. And you know what? With 3:26 left, you know, if you punt it into the end zone, you're only netting 11 yards, Ryan.
Yeah, and you know what? Here too, what happens is a coach will send you out and say, hey, if you got the right defense, run the play. If you don't, we'll take a timeout. So that's probably what there. Jay Madden now probably going to go out, either run a play towards that defense or punt the football. Well,
we showed you the Taco Bell schedule for one team. Let's show you the other, and that is the Valor Christian Eagles. You've seen their wins: Faith Lutheran, Mullen, Greater Atlanta, at Pomona tonight. Next week we have it on altitude, Cherry Creek. Then they face Legend, Highlands Ranch, my alma mater, Pooter High School. I don't give them much shot there. And Fountain, Fort Carson.
Yeah, Valor Christian has a great schedule as well. Big teams, talented teams, but they're focused on tonight, and you can tell by the score.
I love the fact that Jay Madden is go for it here from the 31-yard line. Marcus back to pass. Here comes the heat. Marcus is going to heat. He's got a receiver. And that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Threw across his body. Great catch. Great catch. Number 7, Riley Govan. Dialed up the call. Pomona gets a break.
Just what the doctor ordered, Todd. Amazing throw. Watch Ryan Marcus right here. Take a step back, eludes a blitzer right there, stops and throws the ball downfield off of 1 foot, and give credit to Riley Govan, hauling it down while he has a defender on him. A combat catch, as they call it, fell. And now this is a ball game, Todd.
Chase Lopez was right on there, one of the better defensive backs you'll see. The extra point is up, it's good. It is now 17-7. I told you, don't count Pomona out. They've been too dangerous. Take a look at some total yards here. I'll get them for you in a minute if we can, because there's been a lot of offense here than Pomona's been given credit for, because they've broken down in the red zone.
Yeah, and they really have done it without Max Borghi. Really amazing to do so without Max Borghi. Take another look here, Todd, at the touchdown. Ryan Marquez getting the ball downfield. Riley Govan hauling it in and then fighting at the end, twisting. That's what you teach the receivers to do. When it's a competition, use your body, twist that ball away, and you come out with a touchdown, a badly needed touchdown.
Total yards now for this game. Pomona with 130, Valor with 187. So it's not that much mismatch. Pomona needed that play They needed to score before going in at halftime.
And what this does too, scoring like that, it gives your defense some confidence. Hey, if we're going to stay in this game, and that defense needed it. And they also needed the rest that they got through those timeouts and that touchdown pass.
They have one timeout left with 3:16 on the clock. It'll be interesting to see if Valor goes into attack mode, if they lay back just a little bit. Going to receive the ball. That's Luke McCaffrey bringing it up. He's got it over the 15 to the 25. 25 down to the 27-yard line. And that is where Valor will take possession of the football.
Right there, a great play by Valor's defense. That's the first play of defense right there, the kick return. Not allowing Luke McCaffrey to get out of the go downfield. So Pomona doing a great job right there on the first opportunity on defense.
It'll be interesting to see what Valor does right here. Do they want to try to score again at 3:09? Are you satisfied getting first downs?
Hey, Todd,
what's the call?
You play to win the game. You take downfield shots, you put the ball in your playmaker's hands. You got 3 minutes to make some magic happen.
Twins to the bottom of your screen. Quick hitter out into the flat. This one's going to be incomplete. Stops the clock with 3:06 left. That was going out to McCaffrey, but underthrown. Absolutely
underthrown, but a little bit of pressure as well from the edge on the Pomona defense, jumping up and collapsing that edge right there for Blake Stenstrom. Anytime that your throwing side edge gets collapsed, you have no issue. You have nothing to do but to raise your elbow a little bit and create some inefficiency in your throw.
No, I thought a great job by the defense applying some pressure there. Pomona really trying to get a stop here. Stenstrom in the shotgun. He's got two backs in the backfield. He fakes it to McCaffrey, going to take it up the middle, and he's not going to get much. Great job. Couple players in on the tackle there, including 33 Kyle Moretti, just a sophomore.
And if you're Pomona's defense, this is exactly what you wanted. A 3rd and long, especially when you have one timeout like you mentioned, Todd, and probably just over 2 minutes if they can get the ball back.
Now, you've got both quarterbacks on the field. I've watched this team for a couple of years now. I'm not surprised. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd down. I'm not surprised if you pitch it to McCaffrey, you toss it back to Stenstrom, he heaves it downfield. Maybe you go to your tight end 87. Haven't heard from him in a moment. Oh, coming in and almost taking his head off. They're going to throw a flag on that. Going to the head, they're going to call that a roughing penalty.
And that's a tough play.
Oh.
You know.
Now, they're discussing it right now.
Yeah, it's a penalty. Hitting him in the head. Kyle Moretti, you got to go for the body
right there. It was like a horse
there.
collar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
What? They got bailed out there. Let's see this.
Look at the speed right here by Moretti. Showing
there's
up
a
quick.
hold.
And then right there, just that movement by Blake Stenstrom creates the penalty by Moretti, and that's what ends up putting them in a 3rd and manageable now. So
great job by the camera crew, guys. Great job there, because it did show kind of coming over the top. They also missed a hold there.
They did. Hey, it's not a hold if they don't call it, Todd. I played offensive line for 10 years.
I forget that I'm working with an offensive line.
And they don't call it, you're just going to get the groceries.
All right. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Still a huge down for Pomona. They're starting to get pressure. Time to throw out into the flat. This one complete to Keefe. But Pomona's going to stop him short. Boy, that's going to be close.
Yeah, it's a tough. See where they mark it.
Where they're marking it at, it looks like a half a football short.
Riley Welsh with the tackle there. They're going to measure.
Boy, that looks like half a football short.
Yeah, great job by Blake Stenstrom finding the open man. You'll see right here and hitting him right in the numbers. Giving him an opportunity to get upfield, Caden Keefe, but great tackle by Riley Welch right there. Having a great game. We'll see how these chains mark it.
I'll tell you, Caden huge. I told you that they have Noah Kuzma down, which elevated Tebow. It also elevated Caden Keefe. 3 catches for 60 yards. Let's see where the chains are. It's a 1st down by half a football.
Wow. Big play there for Valor Christian.
That crown of the field throws you off a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little short.
And when I was in high school, my high school coach would be screaming, "They twisted the chains! They twisted the chains!"
That was a big first down by Valor because Pomona had a little bit of momentum going with offense and defense there.
Yeah, and you could kind of sense the momentum shifting as well. And now you go for the jugular right here if you're Valor Christian. You want to go and score a touchdown.
All right, Valor got a personnel problem. We got a receiver running on late. I believe that was Tebow. Keeps in motion.
Great job by Blake Stenstrom.
They're going to run out of time here in a moment. They got the play off, I guess. Going to play action. Stenstrom feeling pressure. Going to be tackled. It's going to be picked off. Wow. Right when he went down, it was picked off. I didn't know if he was down before he threw the football, but that one's a pick. Read it perfectly.
Kenny Mays right there with a fantastic play on the football. Blake Stenstrom trying to make a play when you really don't have to. Going down. Makes the throw right here on the run. Doesn't see the defender. Kenny Mays showing up, really creating a ball game here. 1:15 to go, one timeout. Pomona can score from this close, Todd.
Wow, Kenny Mays with a great job.
Can you temper the emotion if you're Pomona? Can you execute the plays?
Dump over the middle, and here we go. You've got Borgie in the open. Down to the 25, taken out of bounds by McCaffrey at the 24-yard line.
Great play call right here by Jay Madden. Getting your best runner, best player involved, setting it up, looking like it's going for a downfield pass like we've seen, but oh, they drop it off there to Borgie, who gets yards and also gets out of bounds.
Well, Kenny Mays, the senior, 15 tackles coming into this game. That's his biggest play of the season. First down, 10 yards to go. Trips to the top of your screen. Momentum has shifted. Here's Borgie. Borgie to the 10. It's coming back. There's Laundry back at the 23-yard line. This one is coming back. It's going to take the touchdown off the board.
Yeah, we'll see here. Valor Christian bringing some edge pressure, with which Pomona had trouble with last week. And when you do that, the defensive line shifts, and sometimes that can create a penalty, as it just did.
Holding on the 63. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I've been that player. It's always tough when a touchdown's called back on you. But that just motivates you to be better on this next play. Pomona still with plenty of time to score, as you just saw they did right there.
They still have a timeout left.
Yeah, 163. There's the hold right there, impeding the defender's ability to make a play. But amazing effort by Borgie. And great to see that from him as he was out for a series.
3 penalties for just 20 yards, but you can jump more than that when you see what it costs you. Marcus over the middle. Oh, held on to it. Big stick there. Big stick by Jackson Soderquist, but the reception made. Timeout with 49 seconds by Pomona. Getting some of that yardage back.
I like that call, you know, and great job by Ryan Marcus trying to look for the downfield throw. Really, they're covering it, but give it to your guy, David Ross. Get about 10 yards, get upfield. Watch Ryan Marcus right here. He's looking for the deep throw. He realizes it isn't there. Boom, right to David Ross, a guy who has great chemistry with him. Gets you yards. Now you have a timeout. You can discuss together what you want to do. You'll probably see some routes going to the outside to make sure they can get out of bounds. But you also want to tell the offensive line, hey, no matter where this ball goes, we got to get up to the line of scrimmage each and every play to run the ball.
You've got 49 ticks left. The most important thing is points,
right,
regardless of what kind of points you get. Get a field goal, you're within a score.
And don't forget, they took points off of the board for Valor Christian with that interception. So you do want to capitalize here, but good either way, even if you don't get some points.
Max Borgie's engine starting to crank up a bit here. What will Pomona go with here? Second down, 9 yards to go. Trips to the top of your screen. Single receiver set to the bottom. Ryan Marcus starting to sharpen up. Pass all the way. Marcus over the middle. This one's going to be broken up by.
Great coverage by Tebow right there. Man-to-man coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, and making a play above the shoulders on the football. Great route, great job by Ryan Marcus looking off the safety, but Tebow right there with the play, creating the incompletion. But it also stops the clock for Pomona, gives them time to huddle up and run a new play.
Pomona 0 for 5 on third down. I'd say that now would be a good time to pick it up. 44 ticks left. Marcus gonna fire. Got a receiver. That one's picked off. What a great play. And it's gonna be Tebow. Oh, Tebow all the way back to the 35-yard line. The 6'3", 190-pound defensive back picks it clean.
Hey, 2 plays in a row for watching the quarterback's eyes and making a play at the football at the highest point. Great tackle here by Brock Boyd. That could have been a huge play if Valor Christian was able to run that all the way back. You see here, Ryan Marcus making the throw just a little behind his receiver. That's enough for Tebow to snag it down and create a return. Again, great tackle by Brock Boyd, making sure that's not a pick 6.
Not an awful throw. Ryan, you talk about windows. Yeah, maybe in college it's 3 foot, in the pros it's 6 inches a foot. That was really maybe a 2-3 foot window. It was just a little bit behind him and a great break on the ball.
Absolutely.
First down, 10 yards to go. Stenstrom scrambling out of trouble. You gotta like how the big man moves. Now upfield and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Really, really dangerous play right there.
It was.
By number 19, Jack Thiel. You do not want to be diving at a quarterback's legs while he's going out of bounds. That's the kind of penalty that could turn this into a scoring drive. Look for Valor to take a shot right here. You got nothing to lose. You got 2 timeouts, 24 seconds left. Let's see if you can get a chunk of field, at least get a field goal out of this.
Second down, 3 yards to go. Blitz is picked up beautifully. But now it breaks down and just getting rid of it. Time down, flag coming out, and maybe a hold.
Could be, could be.
I'm thinking it's 77. Jackson Eagle Ortiz.
Great job by number 55, really working beyond the first initial block.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, and the spot foul.
They called intentional grounding. I thought I saw it earlier in the game, no call. That time, they called it.
Amazing play there, amazing there by number 55.
Credit that to the defense. Luke Roweeder putting the pressure on. I thought he was outside the tackles there, but
outside the tackles, threw the ball downfield, but it does have to be near a receiver.
And past the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
That was a tough one.
Tough play, but you know what? Good for the Pomona defense. They're creating a stand here that's saving some points.
You got 18 ticks left. Valor's just going to kneel down with this one, and boy, we got a lot of football to play. We've seen some crazy stuff in this first half. Wow, 17 in favor of Valor as time ticks off here. Pomona will get the ball to start the second half in the third quarter.